Hello, class. I just wanted to quickly model for you today's activity of practicing finding all zeros with polynomials because it's kind of odd in the way it's formatted. So you have a bunch of boxes that look like this, and then you have a second page with a bunch of graph options. So I'm going to model through an example that is not on your worksheet. So you look at this, and you're going to say, all right, I'm going to follow my steps and checklists to find all zeros. Well, luckily, each one of these problems already should have on the side all of your possible options of solutions. So here there is 4 solutions. So there's 4 blanks for the x. There's also written a factored form. According to your steps and checklist, after you write that, you're going to want to graph this on Desmos. So you go graph this on Desmos, and you see that 2 of the x-intercepts are 0 and -3. At this point, if you would like, you can flip the pages to the different graph options and say, all right, which one of the graph options has x-intercepts at 0 and -3? So you look through it and it's like, all right, well, that's 0, that's -3, but that's also 3. That doesn't look like the graph I graphed on Desmos. So that's not it. This looks like the graph I graphed on Desmos. So this must be it. You're going to cut this out and you're going to copy and paste it onto this spot right here. After you copy and paste on that spot right there, you can finish out with the actual math. So you know it's 0 and -3. You recall that on your checklists that you're going to have to do synthetic division with both 0 and 3, but we need factors form first. The factor that comes from 0 is just regular x. The factor that comes from -3 is x plus 3. For synthetic division, you want to check its order. This is out of order because it starts at 4, which is great, goes 3, goes 2, goes 1. It's missing its constant, so you have to have a 0 there. So when you go to synthetic divide, I'm going to use 0 first here. Your coefficients to be 1, 6, 12, 9, then 0. Synthetically divide. You get a 1, 0, 6, 0, 12, 0, 9, 0, 0 in the remainder spot. Yeah, we knew that. That was to the 4th, so this is to the 3rd. Which means we have to get it down to a quadratic, so we're going to use the next one, which is -3. We're going to use the coefficients of the cubic that we found, 1, 6, 12, and 9. Then we're going to synthetically divide. -3, 3, -9, 3, -9, 0 in the remainder spot. This is x squared. We're going to look, say, can you factor it? Is there factors of 3s that give you 3? Absolutely not. So you're going to have the quadratic formula. Note that if you don't have enough room on the piece of paper that you're working with, use scrap paper. So down here, I'm just going to use my spot over here. I need to quadratic formula this, so I need an a b, a c, a b squared, a 4ac, 1, 3, 3, 9, 4, 12. X equals -3 plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is 9, minus 4ac. So 9 minus 12 over 2a. Simplify that. We get a -3. We can't have negatives, so we get an I. Nothing can be reduced, so I'm going to pick one of these answers up. So -3 plus I root 3 over 2 is one of our answers. -3 minus I root 3 over 2 is our last answer. Remember, we're fully factoring this, so I have an x from the 0. I have an x plus 3 from the -3. The factor that goes along with these two is what happens before I quadratic formulaed. Four answers, 1, 2, 3, 4 x's, And that's complete for one, and you're doing it for, I think there's 6 of them. This is a great practice. Practice makes perfect as long as you're perfectly practicing. Don't you forget that.